What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we're back in the basement. It's been a while, guys. It has been a while. So it's good to be back on here, get everybody going, and we should be able to be on here right now. So let's just see what we got going on. Hold on one second while I get Rocco squared away. You guys already know how it works. So it's good to be back on here. Get everybody going, and we should be able to. Gunner, what's going on? OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Gunner is in the basement. You guys already know how it works. Yep, sir. Gunner, one second, because you already know. Can you hear me? Gunner, what's happening, man? It's been a while, man. It's been a real while. We're gonna have a guest on with us tonight, and we're just gonna have just a bit of a hangout session going on right here. So hope everybody's doing well. Brad, long time. Brad, what's going on? Brad, Manav, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. What's going on, Manav? Man, we got Andre. Hey, Andre, what's up, man? Good to see you back in here, man. Great to have you on. Andre's in the basement. What's happening, Andre? Good to have you in here as well, man. What's going on? Trying to get still setting up here. As you guys know, I'm a little behind on my action here, man. Lamario and OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Lamario, good job on the Brisbane. That's right, Brisbane Lions. That's right. Oh my gosh, man, what a freaking nightmare that was. Mr. Marine, the OG of OGs, Mr. Marine in the basement. What is up, Mr. Marine? We are back on. I'm gonna be back on. Explain to you what's been going on. So I really appreciate you guys hanging in there. It has been a little bit, man, but it's been for some good things. Some good things have been happening. So that's what's important. Good things are happening. We're gonna have I'm gonna have a guest on in a little while. How you guys been doing? My West Coast equals were kind of dominating you for a little bit, and then we always do. We fell apart. I know, Lamario. I was nervous there for a minute. I was nervous. I actually thought that I actually thought it was going to fall apart, man. I didn't think we were coming back, and now we were down by a lot. But as you know, in footy, man, anything can happen. Anything can happen in footy. So not surprised totally by that. But man, it's beginning of the season, so anything goes, man. Anything goes. Yes, sir, Gunner. Good to be back in here as well, man. We'll be back on. Lou will be coming back on during the sports. The Yankees start Thursday at 3. I'll definitely be on for that. Hockey playoffs. Footy's back, you guys. And Bruin's killing it in footy right now. Bruin is killing it in footy right now. Wow, for a newcomer. You believe it? Who we got now? Seth. Seth, another cellar dweller accounted for. Seth is in the basement. My high school softball team won and scored 17 runs in a game. Wow, man. Wow. Good for you. Holy crap. That's amazing. What did the other team get? Nothing? Lou! Lou is with us tonight, man. Yes, Lou. Yes, back. We are back. You'll see Lou on here as well, man. Baseball season is back. We will get into that too. It is just a hangout tonight. Just hanging out with everybody right now, guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get into some stuff that we've been doing, and we'll get everything underway. I hope you guys have been doing really well. Lou, Manav, OG Cellar Dweller. Manav is in the basement saying what's up to Lou. Yeah, man, it's going to be great. It's going to be great times. We got a lot going on. The Yankees are give them a lot. Hope everyone's doing well from Lou. They only scored 17-7. That is great, man. What about Seth? What about our Rangers, man? Our Rangers look like they're playing for the offseason, not the postseason. Mr. Marine, the Rangers, man, what's going on? What a drop-off. What a drop-off. We can get into that too. We'll get into the Brisbane Lions. We'll get into the baseball, the Yankees. The Yankees looking – the Yankees – they did everything right in the offseason after losing Soto. Everything right. And what did they do? Everybody gets hurt. Everybody. Garrett Cole, we kind of knew that was going to happen, right? Garrett Cole, we kind of knew that was going to happen. They had You knew he came back last year hurt. His elbow was never really the same, and that one really wasn't too much of a surprise to me. Stanton, for everybody that says Stanton always gets hurt, Stanton is the way he changed his batting stance last year when he killed it in the playoffs. He killed it during the season, and he has like tendonitis or something going on in his elbows, man, and it's hurt him. But everything he did that he came back for last year, everything he did, just crazy, man, just absolutely crazy. So I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my audio here. Yep, we're good there. Can you guys hear me? All right? Yeah, you guys, I guess you can. Ranger season should criminalize this season. Just, I'm telling you, Mr. Marine, what a joke. What a joke. People can blame the coach, but you know what? We had a lot of non-effort in the during the season. Our defense is like matadors out there, man. What a joke. Sam Rosen's last year, and this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing to send off Sam Rosen after 40 years. Oh my gosh, man. The 40 years. That's how we're going to send them off. Barely making the playoffs, if we make it. What a joke. What happened to the Rangers? What a collapse. What a disgusting collapse, Gunner. I can't defend it. Jonathan Quick and Igor have been left out to dry the whole season, man. Left out to dry. Nobody, Joe Micheletti, Sam Rosen's partner, talks about it. Nobody covers the middle of the ice in front of the net. Nobody. They're always to the outsides, always playing the perimeter, and here in wide open. Too many odd man rushes. It's just a joke. What a joke. Lou, so much to talk about, especially the Luke. Oh my gosh, the Luka trade. Yes, BC, welcome into the basement. Go Lakers. I'm not a Laker fan, BC, but I am a LeBron fan. So I'll always pull for LeBron, man. So I don't have any hatred toward the Lakers. I'll always pull for LeBron. I hope he gets another championship, but I've never been a Laker fan as a team. But I do respect LeBron. Gunner, Sabres get killed 5-2. Yeah, then go ahead and beat the Jets. Gunner, you said it best in the Discord, man. You said it best. The Sabres and the Jets fans were completely duped, man. Both teams should have at least made the playoffs. At least made the playoffs, right? Both teams. Absolute joke. Absolute joke, man. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see what we got going on here, man. I don't get it. Absolute joke. We're definitely going to talk this week about hey, what happened to my screen? Oh, there I am. It's been a minute. We're going to get some good things going on tonight too, guys. You'll find out why I haven't been on for a couple of months. Been working on some good things here, man. Really good stuff. But I will be on more regularly now. Baseball season's back. The playoffs are coming back, so I'll definitely be on here regularly in that regard. Been a minute. We're going to get some good things going. Hope Knicks can have a good playoff run. Me too, man. Seth, every time when I watch the Rangers, they always keep the goal. Right, they can't block it. They can't block it. We give up too many odd man rushes, man. What a joke. What a disgusting joke. Every game. We go 12-4, then 4-15 in December. What a disgusting joke. I can't explain it. Cannot explain it. So it's and then it just kept spiraling out of control from there. We re-signed Jonathan Quick. Great. We have another great backup goalie. The goalies aren't the problem. We can't score. We can't score. The other night we won 5-3. We only had 13 shots. We were outshot 38-13, something like that. That's it. Or 38-12. We had 12 or 13 shots for the entire game. One shot in the first period. How we beat Vancouver in that game is beyond me. How we even beat them in that game is beyond me. I don't know. I don't know. Trying to get my volume fixed on here. I can hear you guys, but no, I'll worry about that in a minute. Lamario, now that football season is over, it's kind of been sad for me. At least I got baseball to look forward to. And Taylor Swift, that's right. You're a Taylor Swift fan. Yeah, you know what? I'm taking my off season off. I think I told you guys that before. I'll see what the Jets do come week 1. I'm not buying into anything. Nothing. They got Justin Fields. Great. We'll see what happens. Aaron Glenn. Great. I do like that Aaron Glenn didn't wait around for Aaron Rodgers and just said, hey, guys, we're just going to move on. We're just going to move on. They didn't sit around and wait for him. That was cool. We're just moving on. I'm a new coach here. He's an all-time Jet. He was an elite player when he was a cornerback for the Jets. Great. Fine. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's all I can say. We'll see what happens. I'm not buying into anything. Just not. I did it when the Aaron Rodgers came in. I dropped my guard, went against my better judgment as a 43-year fan, going on 44. And I bought in, oh, the Jets are going to compete with the Bills. Watch out. I never thought Super Bowl. You guys never heard me say that. But you did hear me say that they should have made the playoffs, just like the Buffalo Sabres. Going back to Gunner's point. They should have made the playoffs. They didn't. They didn't even come close. What a joke. I do like that Aaron Glenn told Aaron Rodgers, hey, man, have a good day. Good luck to you, what have you. But we're not moving forward with this. And that's good. That's good for a new coach to not sit around and wait around for the Rodgers game, right? That was a good move. I thought that was smart. Texas. Who did I miss? Mick. Another solid. Well, Mick is in the basement. What's going on, Mick? I'm trying to fix my. Oh, there we go. Jerry, we're welcoming in Jerry here. Jerry is in the basement. He's a big reason why we are where we are, where I've been for the last couple of months. This is Jerry, everybody. Great longtime friend of mine. Welcome in.
Yo, Jack. How are you, man?
Doing well. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, hear you perfectly. Everybody, this is Jerry. He is a great friend of mine. We have been writing a movie together. Jerry's an actor and a producer. He is a longtime friend. 50 years now. 50.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And I'm going to drop Jerry's link in the chat here. He has a great Upcode series on YouTube. You guys need to check that out. Please watch it. It's five or six episodes.
Yeah, fine. You got it. Fine.
All right, 5 episodes. They're awesome. Please, guys, check him out. He wrote, produced, and acted in it. Really worthwhile seeing. And Jerry, welcome into the basement.
I know. I'm getting all the love here. Welcome me in, man. This is awesome. I feel like I'm yeah. I don't know. I feel like I interrupted the flow though. Look at that. No, stop. Look at that.
Look at the gray hair. This is why I wear hats.
Wow, man. So as long as I knew Jack forever, he had like the head like fully shaved. So whenever he like lets it grow in a little bit, it's like I gotta like take a step back. It's yeah.
Yep. And when he's talking about Jack, that's my childhood name. I'm Johnny to everybody else.
I only know him as Jack. I just can't call you John. I can't do it.
It's
From the days when we'd be hanging out at the bus stop, getting ready to go to school, and you would be sitting there telling me sports stats all morning until the bus came. Like I couldn't get a word in edgewise. This guy would just be going on and on and on about sports stats every day, every morning. Hey Jerry, hey, what's going on? Did you catch the game last night? I'd be like, yeah, didn't matter. Jump right in with all the stats from the game from the night before.
It's very true.
You should be on Sports Center.
These guys know it. Lou in here is very good with that. You've seen Lou on the channel with me before, and he's excellent with the sports as well. So he knows all about it. He and I would go back and forth at work all the time. And it's he's got a little bit of a taste of what you had growing up. So I try to not. Well, in here, there's a whole ton of people that have the same sports volume. So I am wearing my Brisbane Lions. I'm waiting for a few more Aussies to get in here because we are going to do a lot of the Aussie rules footy. We're going to do the footy talk tonight. Yep. Jerry wants to get involved. Lou, by the way, you have not joined the tipping, which I gave you a heads up on. Guys, here I'm dropping the link right now. This is for Jerry's Upcode channel and his YouTube channel. Please check it out. This is very big time. You guys are really going to enjoy it. Making sure I posted the right link. Yep, that's it. So, Jerry, why don't you introduce them to what we've been doing the past few months. I figured I'd leave that for you when you came on.
Yeah, I mean, hard turn here, I guess, from all the sports talk. But you and I have been working hard on a screenplay that we wrote about this man, Johnny Basement, and his life when he was right around when he was 19 years old and just graduated high school. And this guy was like kind of lost, right? Kind of adrift in life, not sure exactly where you're going next.
Right.
Hard, hard times at home, tough all around, rough job, rough job. Basically, your summer job turned into your permanent job while a bunch of your friends went off to college, and one of your best friends went to one of the nerdiest engineering schools in the country, and you became friends with obviously not just him, but his whole crew of the nerdiest guys you could ever meet. But they were also a great group of guys, and you were kind of adopted by these guys into this school. And the two of you got like this like hardcore group of engineers, and you got to be really good friends over the course of a year. And it's about that crazy year in your life when at first things weren't going well for you, and
Yeah,
but you found a home in this very interesting scene, and all the fun adventures you had along the way.
that is 100% true. Kind of lost. I was definitely lost. I My plan for college was never there. And I never got inspired to go. That's the funny part about it. I never got, you would think working horrible jobs, working with disgruntled midlife guys that are in their mid 40s, and I'm 19. I only care about getting home and drinking and smoking weed and hanging out and, avoiding living with my parents didn't help very much. And really things that you would think inspire somebody like, man, I got to get out of this and get to college. Not me. I went to a college.
You
I
went to
went.
a college,
I went to a college. I went to a
but
college.
you weren't necessarily enrolled in that college.
That's right. No, I wasn't, yeah, necessarily. Well, I was an honorary member. It hasn't gotten me very far on resumes, but
Look at
I
this.
was.
I'm getting subscribed. By the way, Jack, I'm sorry, Johnny.
Oh
I'm
shoot,
getting subscribers already. Manav just subscribed to my channel. Thank you. Thank you, Manav. Appreciate it, man. And
Nav, much
yes,
appreciated.
Lou talks. He's like, John is a sports almanac. Yes, absolutely. Holy cow.
Lou is. He's
If
been
it could
called.
just get you on like a sports trivia show, you would clean up. We need to like find a way to get you on a sports trivia show. You would make a killing.
We we do a lot of sports trivia here, and I was telling Jerry about what our baseball games are like. We have a lot of trivia. We have a lot of boring times during the game, and that's what we do in here. We expose each other's weaknesses, and we kill each other on our sports knowledge. It's just a whole lot of fun. That's what this basement is all about. Just one big hangout. And Manavis to subscribe to the channel, much appreciated. Anybody else that sees the link, please subscribe and watch his show. Watch the Upcode series. You're really going to love it. Big Don, let's go Rangers. The Rangers are playing for the off season, not the postseason. What's going on there? 13 shots the other night, but we still win. Lamario, and yes, there may be a Swifty, but I know Lamario, we always give you credit for admitting that. Uh, yes, Lamario is a long time on the channel as well. He's a Buffalo Bills fan, but he is a Swifty fan. So he's one of the few NFL fans that doesn't seem to mind all the Taylor Swift coverage during games.
Yeah.
So yes, but that's what he is there. It's
A man of great complexity. A man of great complexity, right? He's got many layers, many dimensions. Lamario. Love that man.
yeah, I know it, man. I these guys make fun of me because of my Jets fandom and every year we're trying for more. And I said this off season, I'm taking the off season off. I don't care what they do. I'll see what we have in week one. I'm just not following a lot. I bought into the Aaron Rodgers nonsense, which I was discussing with them before you came on, and
Oh, you got sucked in by the Aaron
I got
Rodgers.
sucked in against my better knowledge. I got sucked in, and it's really been
Oh,
really
Jack, when are you going to learn, man? Good players come to the Jets to die and fail. That's what happens. They're great somewhere else. They come here and they're terrible. That's the way it works. It's the way it's always been. The way it will always be from Blair Thomas now on to this.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
It, Aaron Rodgers, I mean, like we at least could have made the playoffs. We couldn't even do that. I mean, I never said, and they'll all vouch, I never said I was a football Super Bowl, like the Jets were going to the Super Bowl. I never said they were going to do that. I just expected playoffs, competitive football. They did worse with Rodgers than they did with Zach Wilson. They won 7 games with Zach Wilson and a bunch of other quarterbacks and won 5 with Rodgers. So Bruin, another cellar dweller, OG cellar dweller in the basement. He is a basement bouncer along with Gunner, who I assume is still here, and Mick. Mick, you are our Aussie sports partner. You definitely are, Mick. And Jerry here. And Lou, by the way, you never got into tipping. I did text you about that. Jerry here is interested in watching the footy.
So
Very interested.
I watched the primer you sent me on it, and I gotta say it looks awesome. It looks awesome. First of all, just the field, just the size of the field. It looks like a gladiator pit. Holy cow! It
Yeah.
looks like if like a I don't know, like a video game designer designed a brand new game, they would come up with that with AFL with footy. It's wild, man.
To think that everybody when you saw the video to think that, and it is true, like they have that cardio of side. Jerry's a very big soccer fan. He's the one that got me into it. But to think that they even said it on there, they have more stamina and cardio like a soccer player does, and they do. They run the entire game, man. It is absolutely crazy. Caleb, another cellar dweller accounted for. What's going on? Long time. Yes, Yankees coming back Thursday. Caleb, don't worry, we will be on here. Jerry is going to be a part of the channel. Along with Lou, as you guys all know, Lou Talks will be in here as well during some games. So the crew is back. We're expanding. We're expanding the channel. We're expanding the network. Rocco wanted to say hello. He is still hanging in there. Last you guys saw, Rocco was a little under the weather. We weren't sure about him. The vet wasn't sure, but Rocco is stubborn and he's hanging in there. And he wanted his TV time, so he kept bumping my leg because he needs his airtime. So we have that. Yes, Mr. Marine, Rocco General is on. Bruin is a whippersnapper, no doubt. And yeah, so Jerry is getting into the footy. I'm waiting for Bond to get in here so we can get Jerry in the tipping. Even though it's fine. Sometimes you just go with who has the better logo in the beginning, Jerry, and hey, you can work out from there.
I think what got me was the idea that you can climb on somebody's back to catch a ball.
I
It's
told you,
like
yeah, the
that
spec,
is nuts. It's nuts.
the specky. I was telling Jerry the specky is the greatest move in sports, in any sport, any
Hmm.
sport. That's what sold me on the game. You saw the way they jumped on the shoulders and put their knees like we're here, and they're going to catch the ball. It's absolutely
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
legal. Can you imagine the NFL? They'd be on talk shows all week long. They'd flags up and down the. Be absolutely nuts.
There you go.
Absolutely nuts. So
And
we,
and one team has like a 7 footer, has like a 7 foot
yeah,
guy on the team. That's insane.
those are the generally the ruckmen, right, Mick? They're generally the ruckmen, and they're the ones when they do that lead off bounce. They're the ones that tip the ball, and like a center in basketball. It's like
So
that.
Nick Cyril saying it's 2 to 3 times the size of the Coliseum in Italy. That's nuts.
Yeah, I knew you'd be impressed when you saw the way they put all the other fields
Oh,
and
and also it's like yeah, it's almost like a round kind of thing. It's wild, man. That's crazy.
it is nuts. Rock, the ultimate cellar dweller, basement boss. Rock is in the basement. What's up, dwellers? Rock, my honey, in the basement.
Have they ever, maybe it's a question for the guys in the chat, but have they ever staged a game in the US? Like a footy game? You know how they have like European soccer that comes here, they put games on. Have they ever done that in the US? I guess probably not. They probably
They
don't have the
actually
stadiums
have
there.
U.S. footy here. They actually have U.S. footy.
Oh,
They
okay.
have U.S. footy, but I didn't even know it existed here. But they do have a team in New York. They have a team in Philadelphia. They have a few teams around. Yeah, they do. They do. And what else we have? Oh, Jerry. Oh, yeah, Jerry. You know who Rock is.
Hey, Rock.
Yep. You know who Rock is. So, yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I don't remember if I did. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Rock is here.
Rock is in the basement, and everybody. just to let you know, and Rock and I spoke about it. Another reason I haven't been on for a while, Rock's brother, my brother-in-law, has passed away. It's been a hard time for a little bit over a month now, and we were just there on Friday, so we've had a bit of a rough time with that one. But he's a great man, great guy, and we really, really well, we had a rough one with it. But Rock is strong. We're a strong family, and family is very important. So it's been a bit of a rough time. So anyway, that's what we have going on here on a different note. But yeah, she and I spoke about it, so we figured to give you guys a heads up. So we were just there this past Friday. Manav, sorry for your loss, Johnny and Rock.
Big,
Huh?
big condolences.
Yep.
Rough.
Yep. Thanks, Jerry. Lou said, "What's up, Rock? Sorry to hear that, Mr. Marine. Sorry to hear that, Johnny. I know what it feels. I know you do, Mr. Marine. I know you do." And Jerry, if you haven't known, Mr. Marine is like we call him that. Mr. Marine has lost plenty in his family, and he was in a lot of these wars. Afghanistan, he's been around.
Mm.
So he is,
Wow.
and Mr. Marine has been on my channel when I was really terrible. He's been here since I was like 10. I think Mr. Marine, I think you're like my 10th subscriber. He's
Wow.
been here before
OG.
was going. Oh, he's an OG of OGs.
OG basement dweller.
Yeah, he was here before I was even live. Like he's been with me when I was on the screen going, and the Jets, looking in that camera, like are there people really looking at me right now? Like such a weird way to go. Rock, thank you. Okay, basement. Bruin, sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss. Caleb, while I have you here, what's up with this Yankee season, man? We got plenty of law. We got a great pitching staff until we didn't because everybody's hurt. Everybody's hurt. So it's that's been a bit of a rough start there. Just to throw that in. So
Yeah, how are they going to be this year, Jack? What do you think?
I still think we're going to I still think we're going to be the best team in the American League.
Hmm.
I do. Absolutely. We will be fine. Garrett Cole is not a surprise. He missed the first half of the season last year, came back. He had some elbow issues. It was apparent. It was obvious. I think he's going to be him being out wasn't a big surprise, but then Giancarlo Stanton going down. He has horrible tendonitis in his elbows from changing his whole style. He was so bad in 2023. He came out and admitted he was bad. He's like one player that never shies away when he's not playing well, never shies away about fans booing him. He understood it, and he said he would work hard in the offseason before 24, and he did. He worked very hard. He hit in the playoffs, he hit 273 and had like 7 home runs, 16 RBIs in the games he played in, but because of his changes, his elbows, he's gotten tendonitis. He's like 35. He's got tendonitis in his elbows from working so hard, but he changed his stance, and that became a problem. So he's going to miss a lot.
Saying the Cole injury sucks. I've been paying more attention to Collingwood over spring training, though.
Yeah, it's been rough, man. And then they had Luis Heel, he went down. Our great young pitcher from last year, he's out till like July. So we're missing some guys, man. But I still think we're going to be doing all right. So what's going? Rock says what's going on tonight. Jerry and JB. Rock, we were telling the guys about what we've been working on. I know you just came on, so we told a little bit about the script, about my past, and now we're just trying to sell the script. We're trying to get it going. Trying to get it going now, and we're going to be promoting a lot. We're working on other projects as we speak, but we will be on here. I will not disappear for 2 months as I just did, and you guys even being around means the world to me. You guys sticking around for a guy that hasn't been on hardly at all since December is tremendous. You guys, I've thanked you a bunch of times, and I really do appreciate it. Every one of you guys has been important to this channel, and I love coming on here. It's a huge hangout. And I was telling Jerry what a hangout it is with all of us. So
how did you find footy, Jack? How did it all start? You got into it.
I'll get into that 1 second.
Go ahead.
Peso, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Peso's in the basement. Lou, I got everybody, right? Caleb, Cole injury sucks. Haven't been paying more attention to Collingwood over spring training though. Bruin, I'm did better last week in the tipping. Just catching up on a couple of these comments. I'm doing better in the tipping. My first week I got zero right. Zero right. So I bounced back a little bit. I think I'm seventh. I think I'm seventh on the ladder out of 11 right now. Doesn't sound that great, but it's better than my. That one might have made the refrigerator on my report card. 7 out of 11. That's better than normal for me. Jerry, I got into the footy on such a kind of a freaky way. I was doing hard hit videos. I was searching. This is over maybe in 2022. I was searching to get my channel to build. I maybe had 200 or 300 subscribers at the time. And I said, I got to get more. I got to get more. So let me start doing hard hit videos. I started looking at what other people were doing.
Mm.
And so I get this game and I see these guys kicking this ball around. They're hitting the hell out of each other. I'm like, this is great. So I throw it on, do this whole thing. And I'm saying rugby, 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 rugby. I got killed in the comments. Another American calling our sport rugby. Another know-it-all American calling our sport rugby, rugby. And one guy literally, he had to have watched the video 2 or 3 times. Literally told me how many times I said rugby in there, and he warned everybody. You know, so I had people saying, "Hey, go back at them. You know, it'll go viral. You should have a whole back and forth." Me being the sports fan that I am, so you know what? If they're this passionate about their game, I want to see what the big deal is. So okay, it's not rugby. One guy actually told me like me calling your ice hockey field hockey. So I'm starting to get it now. So I went in and actually watched some games. I went back with the AFL instructional video I sent you, like the beginner's guide. I
Hmm.
watched it, but I did a video watching it, and I said, humble American, here I am. I'm doing a video on how humble and ignorant I was, and I watched the video. I did it on here. I got a whole ton, and half those people that ripped me for were like, "Wow, a YouTuber, humbling himself," and I got a whole ton of subs after that, a whole
Wow.
ton of subs, and then I ended up getting into the game. It's an exciting game.
Yeah, it looks crazy. It
It
looks
really
like,
is.
I
It looks
mean,
like what?
yeah. And no, it looks crazy. It looks nuts.
Did you have any
In an
questions?
awesome way.
Did you
I
have
have
any
a
questions?
thousand questions. I want to actually watch a game. Like now I got to watch a game.
You have to watch a game. Bond, another cellar dweller, another Aussie accounted for. Jerry Bond. Bond is very supportive of Rock's channel, my channel. He is basically our footy tipping master. He is the one
Okay,
that
what
knows.
is tipping? You got to tell me what tipping is. Sorry for everybody who already knows.
Tipping is like betting. But we're not
Oh,
spending money. It's just like if we did an NFL card and just hey, just pick your team, who
got
wins,
it.
that kind of thing. A lot of guys have joined the betting, the tipping from here that didn't watch the sport. You wouldn't be anything new. It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I can help you set it up. If I can't, Bond can certainly help you set it up. He has helped me tremendously. Bond, way back, Mick, and a bunch of others have really helped me along with my footy journey. I would do review videos and sound confident as hell, and then they'd be like, you were wrong here, here. But you're on the right track. So it has been a little bit different. But yeah, we can get you in the tipping. I can get you on, how to record these shows. They have a Watch AFL app, but they show them on Fox. They're just on at 3 in the morning, and 6 in the morning. So record them and watch them. And that's what I do for the most part.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And then
Rob,
I'm sure they do like condensed highlights too of like the games and stuff like that, right?
oh, they do. They definitely do condensed highlights. But when you watch a game, you can pull some up on YouTube. That's how I learned it. I watched a bunch of games on YouTube, listened to
Mhm.
the announcers, and kind of followed along. And then you'll realize it's not the hardest thing. The thing I had a hard time with. How do they score these things? And what are all these posts?
Right. Right.
Middle post is 6 points. You hit the post, or it hits the ones on the left or the right. It's 1 point. It's called a behind. And I had a hard time because every goal is 6 points. So if you score two, it's six. You know, You got to
Yeah.
you got to keep it going along with the scores. It's
Yeah. All right. Here's my big question. How do they know if you've gone 16 yards and, before you bounce the ball? You know what I mean? Like, who's keeping track of the 16 yards? And is it 16 yards forward or 16 yards anywhere? Lateral, side, like, you know what I mean? Like
Oh no, it's forward, 15 yards. It's 15 yards
15, sorry,
forward.
15 yards.
It's considered a mark.
Got
So
it.
when you move the
Okay.
ball, or if you see a guy in the video kick the ball down the field and the guy catches it and stops
Yep.
and
He's
kick it in
done.
there, it's called a mark.
Got it.
Yeah. So and they can move. I mean, you should pretty much know if you're an ump, right? They're umps. I called them refs. They're
Yeah.
umps. You pretty much know
Got
how
it.
far they're going with the 15 yards. You can pretty much tell, I guess. I mean, Bond, is there any way of knowing how they move the 15 yards? There's no markers out there showing that, right? Bruin, hey mate, just doing some work on my daughter's car. Raleigh, another OG cellar dweller, another Marine accounted for. Raleigh's in the basement. For those just catching up, we're just having a hangout session tonight, introducing Jerry to you guys who didn't know. He's an actor and a producer. We have written a movie script together, and we're trying to move that forward for those that weren't in here before with that. Uh, I'm going to drop the link in here again for his channel to please hook up on that. And Bond JBI won $8,400 on the slots last week. What? Wow. Wow. That's great. And sorry, guys, if I'm missing some of your comments. We're just all catching up in the hangout day. Um, so, Bond, or anybody,
I'm looking
Bond,
too.
Caleb, Mick, 15 yards. How do they actually know you've gone 15 yards? Is there a marker for
Oh,
that?
oh, Texas hockey card says 5 steps. Is that right?
It's 5 steps, Texas? In Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. I think I saw you and forgot to shout you out, man.
Umpires. Oh, here it is, Caleb. Umpires are very inconsistent with the 15 meters. Usually players don't go that far, and the umps just have to guess. See, that seems very. People must argue like crazy about that. Like, I don't know. In America, people would be going nuts. Like, oh, he didn't go 15 hours. He definitely went 15 meters.
That
They
is,
must. I don't know. Did they go nuts over that, or is that just me?
they don't really. I haven't seen it on the TV if they go that nuts. Do they go crazy over that? I guess they would if it's close to being scored for some points. Would they not? I guess they. Hmm. Do they argue a lot about that, guys, or not really? Depending on, I guess it'd be like an American sport if it's a high point of the game's tight, and they just think someone didn't move that way, or like I've never seen it myself, but I always swear I know 80% of what's going on. So
Caleb, I went to a Pies versus Crows game last year. There's a controversy about a player getting called for running too far at the end of a close one. Yeah, yeah, tons of controversy.
wow. Yeah, you know what's funny? I haven't come across that yet, but again, I haven't seen everything, so and I've learned my
Yes,
lesson about what's that?
in a game where you can just climb on somebody's back, no one's going to worry about it. Did you go 15 yards or not, or 15 meters or not?
Oh, Specky. It's the greatest thing ever. It really is. I swear I tell these guys that all the time. Mick already subbed to Jerry's page. Bruin, our OG cellar dweller basement
Thanks,
bouncer
Mick.
sub. Bruin subbed. Manav is subbed. Uh, Lou, the most talked about time. Yeah, John Cena turning bad. I heard about that. I haven't watched wrestling in a while. Um, guys, yep, that's Upcode. That's Jerry's page. Upcode. Guys, watch the series. You will love it. I'm going to keep promoting that. Everybody in here is. I'm going to drop Rock's channel in here as well. I think everybody's has subbed to Rock's channel. That's my wife's cooking channel, and she's doing outstanding on that as well.
Yeah. So you've got a couple of Marines here. Have you ever talked about your experience there, or no? No.
uh, yeah, Rock's son was in the Marines, but I hadn't really brought that to attention.
No,
Uh,
no.
the Mr. Marine, that's right. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a Marine. Mr. Marine and Raleigh. Raleigh is the other one who is a former Marine who just just recently got out last year, and he's in California. Oh no, he's back over in New York now. That's right. Um, Already subbed. Sorry, I'm going to catch up. Johnny's, who's your premiership pick this year? And who do they beat on grand final day, Jerry? Grand final is the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Super Bowl. I'm going to go with my Brisbane Lions again. I've been in this thing 3 years now. This is my third season. I'm going to go with the Brisbane Lions. That's right. That's why I'm supporting it and wearing it today. Went the first year, failed and lost to Collingwood. Went the second year, beat the Sydney Swans, beat all odds throughout the entire finals. Jerry, the finals are the playoffs. See, now I'm
Okay.
very happy because I can talk about things I actually know. So
And I know nothing. I feel like a complete noob.
it's okay. I was there and I'm still 80% in. So, but you can see where I'm confident in. Because they're always saying finals, Jerry, finals, finals, finals. I'm like, finals, but they still have like 2 more weeks of playoffs. So
Yeah.
it took me a minute. So I'm gonna go with my Brisbane Lions again. Defeated all odds, and let's see. How about they play Hawthorn? How about the Hawthorn Hawks making it this year? They're doing great already. They're doing great already. I think they're undefeated at this point. They're 3-0. 3-0. So
I'll
how
see
about that?
Bruins with me. Bruins right there with me. That's good. I'm not the only one who has no clue.
Bruin wouldn't be right there with you, Jay. Yeah, Bruin is he just joined, Jerry. Bruin just joined, Gunner just joined. Victor, who's not in here right now, but Victor joined. There's guys that are just learning. I think Victor knew. Oh, wait, I'll take that back. I think Victor knew about. Victor's in California. He's a former from New York. He knew about footy though. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Lou, Jerry, don't feel bad. I didn't know anything about. That's right. Lou will never let me live this down. Lou, he joined last year in the tipping. I had 1 season under my belt, but yes, I did know more than him. And he beat me in the tipping, and he'll never,
Nice.
ever in life let me live this down. Never in life let me live this down. So
I think we gotta do watch along. Go on, like watch a game. You can like explain to me what the hell's going on, and then when you get things wrong, the chat can correct you. And like,
absolutely. You know what? We should do that. We should. I'm That's gonna be, are you ready to get up at like 6 a.m. to do that?
let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Guys have been begging me for to go on and do a live footy match. So you know what? And their matches. Uh, so I think maybe we should do that.
Let's do it.
Be a 6 in the morning deal, guys. 6 in the morning. You guys
Is
ready
that
for
better than
that?
staying up till 3? Maybe we should stay up till. Didn't you say that sometimes they're on like earlier, like 3 o'clock? Maybe it's better stay up late.
I don't know about a 3 a.m.er. Yeah, we'll do. There are 6 in the morning ones. Guys, I'm dropping again for those that aren't. This is Rock's channel, the Great Cooking Channel. The Great Cooking Channel. That's her link. Please join. Who, if you haven't already, Mr. Marine and Bon and a bunch of others have. They know about the great cooking on there as well. So there it is, guys. Jerry is first half hour on here is already promoting doing a footy game. You know what? That would be. You know
Yeah,
what though? We can help Jerry along. I think Rock will kill me though, being down here at 6 a.m.
we gotta get Rock's approval first.
Believe it or
Like,
not, everybody knows she's the basement boss.
yeah, checks out.
It does check out. Trust me, it does check out. Everybody knows she's the basement boss. And believe it or not, I can get loud from time to time watching games.
Are there soccer fans on here? What do you think?
Hold on, Jerry. Rock, do it, JB. Jerry, you're going to get ripped apart, but you will learn. You'll get. I'm going to go.
I'm here for it. It's the only way to learn.
Guys,
Humiliation and shame.
this is amazing. We're going to do a footy game right here in the basement. And Lou will still be a part of the channel, guys. For those that are wondering, Lou is always a part of the channel. He's another sports cellar dweller. He's a co-host. That'll never change. So, and yes, Lou, I saw your Soto stuff for all the Yankee fans in here that don't care about that. No, he knows I go for that. Caleb, I'm going to go to Collingwood versus Carlton in a week or so for Jerry. It's like the Yankees versus the Red Sox if both teams were in the same city. Collingwood versus Carlton is a Yankees Red Sox kind of atmosphere.
Okay. All right. And
So
what city is that?
that's a question for Caleb or Mick.
I love that you don't know.
I,
Yes.
I took a
Stumped
hard
JB
pause.
already.
I took a hard
I
pause
love
on
the hesitation there too. What city is
that.
that? You're like, that's a question for Caleb.
Can you imagine my arrogant sports self actually was almost going to answer that?
I love, come on. What was your guess? Come on. What was your guess? So everybody can have a good time. What were you about to say confidently? Come on. Let's redo it. Let's roll it back. Take two. All
Oh,
right. So what city is that, Jack? What city is that, JB?
this is going to be really bad. Isn't Collingwood like? Isn't that a part of like Queensland? No,
Oh, okay. Melbourne. Okay.
Melbourne. Right. That was my probably fifth or sixth guess.
Okay. All right. All right.
Mick, yeah. Lou, Rock is the boss. Everybody knows Rock is the boss. Bruin, Rock. Yep. I told Jerry about Rock flipping the light up and down when I'm getting a little too out of control.
Oh man, I want to see that. Oh,
Jerry
I would kill to see
says it'll
that.
be your induction into the basement doing wait
I'm
till
here for
Jerry's
it.
on here for games.
And then we can do soccer, and that's actually a sport I know about, and you don't know as much about. So we can, yeah. Are there soccer fans here, or
Yes. There are
yeah.
soccer fans in here. Lou's a soccer fan too. Lou is actually a very good soccer fan. So that's
Nice.
yep. I had we have quite a few soccer fans. We have some that still think it's for children and moms in soccer fans. But it's not. It's a tremendous sport. I have done soccer on here and we can do some more. So that'll do
Nice.
that. Caleb. Well, to get
Right.
confusing, you ready for this answer? There are 10 teams in Melbourne. Collingwood or Carlton are both from Melbourne.
All right.
10 teams in Melbourne. I didn't even know that. That's why I always stick to my I know about 80% of what's going on.
By the way, and then further down, Caleb says Melbourne is in Victoria. Saying Queensland is like saying New York, Florida.
Right on point. Right on point.
Oh.
New York, Florida.
in, in terms of geography, we don't do geography here, okay?
Just a little off. Red Allen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Hold on.
The
Yes, sir.
shorts
Red
with the
Allen.
black socks.
Yes,
There it
sir.
is.
Yes, sir. Red Bulls, Red Allen. Yes, sir. All on
Oh,
it. All on it. Yes. Thank you, Emil Forsberg. Thank you. So, yes, we're all on it. I got the jerseys. I'm all in, man. I am all in. Rock, LOL, Jerry. You guys, having Jerry on here might get embarrassing for me because he can tell some stories, man. Lou's known me about probably about 17 years now. I worked with Lou. Lou and I
yeah.
worked in the call center together. Oh yeah. That was like the office before the office even got on the air, that place.
Oh, Mick Searles, he's into Everton in the Premier League. Nice.
Yes. Mick is a
There you go.
soccer fan. We have oh yes, Rock, those socks. I know. I shouldn't have.
I know. I mean, I'm telling you, just you walking back with with your shorts and your black socks on, that's the part that's going to go viral. That's the part we're going to create a meme of you and your black socks.
Yeah, that was well, we're in the basement, man. Things happen when you're in the basement, man. You
Hey, it's all good in the basement. It's all good in the basement.
can't go any lower than that. I didn't even think about that, but hey, I say we're in the basement, anything goes. Look at Lou. I've been learning about every sport in the basement and love it. Yep, it's true. Caleb, how about those St. Louis Blues, 6 straight and in a playoffs? I know. Not us. Our Rangers win one, then lose 6 in a row, then win one. We need Johnny Basement sock merch.
Exactly.
Yeah, we did. Rock, LOL. Uh, it is true, man. This is what we do down here, Gerald. I was trying to tell him it's just a big hangout. This is what we do. All good in the basement. That's right, Lou. And we'll get some games on.
Yeah.
We'll get some games on this week. I'm definitely going to be on 3 o'clock Thursday for the Yankees opening.
Opening day, right?
Yep, and
Nice.
you'll be on with me. I know Lou will be at work. We might get a Jerry sighting again. Well, actually, you're going to see a lot of Jerry because again, we're working and promoting and doing a lot of writing, and eventually we're going to score, man.
Let's
Yep.
go.
We got so we got Everton and
NHL player. NHL playoff race has been amazing so far. You all, yep. Oh, this is Caleb asking who you think's going to make it into the NHL playoffs. That's a good question.
I would love the Rangers to get in. I don't understand what's going on. Their defense is a bunch of matadors out there. I just don't understand all the odd man rushes that we give up time and time again. Then we go out and get outshot 39-12, 39-12, and we win. Thanks to Igor, man. Igor is a generational goalie. How can you go from Henrik Lundqvist to Igor? Only in New York can you get two generational goalies back to back and not win anything. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's really bothering me. We can't have another phenomenal goalie like this in Igor and not win. We just can't do it. Only in New York. Patrick Ewing, one of the greatest centers of all time. Do we win with him? Nope. I mean, like, it just, now we have Aaron Judge on the Yankees. Generational player. He's definitely going to the Hall of Fame. Can we get a ring? No. It's where we're at. So I think I'm going to be biased and say my Rangers somehow will sneak in, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I mean, you got the Canadians fighting in there too. The Canadians, the Senators came out of nowhere. Caleb, we got some race going on right now. You're right. See, man. We'll see. I got the Knicks. The Knicks are a lock, and you guys know the Tampa Bay Lightning are my second favorite team because I lived in Tampa for, what did we live there, Rock? Like 13 years. I went to a ton of Tampa games. Me and Jordan, my son, we went to a ton of them. And I became a fan, not more than the Rangers, but I became a huge fan of the Lightning. So I still got them. You know what, Caleb? Kako, he did nothing for the Rangers. Either they weren't using him correctly. He never went in well with Laviolette. Gerard Gallant was a good coach with him, but he kept him on that kid line for too long. It's still too early to tell. I don't know, but I think they gave Kako all the chances he's going to get. If he turns out great somewhere else, so be it. But they had to trade him. And Philip Heedle's hurt. They traded him. The poor kid got a concussion again. That was the right trade. Got JT Miller back. So to answer that. Mick also supports other soccer leagues from around the world there, Jerry. What's your MLS team, Mick? What's your MLS team? Jerry's Inter Miami or just Messi? If Messi left,
Yeah.
still go for Inter Miami?
I'm a total bandwagon Inter Miami. Actually, that's not true. I like the whole team now, but yeah. But I mean, honestly, I didn't really like MLS until, and obviously Messi went, and now that he's there, I'm starting to like appreciate more and more teams, and it's like, oh, there's some good teams, there's some solid talent, and it's a fun league, I think. Of course, Messi and the Barcelona guys helps a ton. But now they're bringing more and more talent to it. You got guys like Almiron coming back to Atlanta. I mean, you got like Forsberg on Red Bulls. Like you got guys with like they're solid talent, and it's I mean Giroud coming back to LA. You got
Suarez, right?
and then so it's a team with growing talent, and it's like all of a sudden like it's worth watching. I mean, you remember like 10 years ago, it was not watchable. It was tough.
Oh,
I mean, it was hard to get into.
And I think
But
that's
now
where
it's like,
a lot of people said it was boring, including myself. And I remember you and I had this conversation just a couple of years ago when you were just like, you got to watch it. 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 And all I remember was what you just mentioned, the MLS from when I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Red Bulls were the Metro Stars then. Weren't they the Metro Stars?
you're going way back. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
around the time I tried to start watching, and I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's unfortunately that's what my memory of it was. And now when I watch it, it's like the games are exciting. They could say they're not as great as the Premier League or La Liga and things like that, and that may be true, but they're getting there. They have a lot of
Yeah.
exciting games. Who's that kid from Real? Diego Luna. That kid is freaking nice, man. There's
Yeah. No, he's on the U.S. men's national team. You got Ajiamong, who was also on the men's national team. Now, U.S. men's national team's not doing so well, but you know they're they're there, making plays, doing well, getting assists, getting goals, and at least they're showing out
Jerry
for the
Manav's
league's sake.
jumping in here. Yeah, Manav's jumping in here, and it sounds like a Messi knock. He's saying Ronaldo. What do you think about that?
Ronaldo. I mean, yeah. I mean, look, like, ah, it's, I can't do it, Jack. I can't. No. Are we going to go Messi versus Ronaldo straight out of the gate? First time in the basement. We're going to go Messi versus Ronaldo.
Jumping on the Messi, man. Boom, you got the Ronaldo right there, man.
Right there. Boom.
That's like a Gretzky, Mario Lemieux kind of thing, man. It's wow, man. Who you woo? Mick, what do you think, man? Messi or Ronaldo? You're a soccer man. I wish Angus Jerry is our soccer he's basically our soccer I forget the name he used, but he's like our soccer expert. He's our soccer go-to guy. He knows everything about every league. He watches Bundesliga. He watches them all. He knows
Yeah.
everything. Angus, yes.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
So kind
We
of
could do a
crazy.
soccer game too.
What's that?
We could do
We,
a soccer game too.
we're gonna do soccer games. I actually got a clock that does the count ups. I did. I
Hmm.
did. I did the Red Bulls LA Galaxy finals. We should have won that. We could have won that. The
Yeah.
Nealis
Yeah.
brothers should have came out and started knocking people out earlier, man.
Lou talks Messi all day. I'm with you, Lou. Sorry.
Oh, Mick
Greatest
too.
player of all time.
Mick too says so true, Lou. Manav, you gonna stick up for your Ronaldo guy or what? Not that he's bad. No one's knocking Ronaldo's talent.
No, no, he's awesome. It's definitely top 10. Top 10.
He's not, but he's not Messi. Uh, Lou, the best platform to speak your opinion. Please come back when you're wrong. But that's right, Lou. One thing we do on here, Jerry, one thing we do on here, and everybody in here can vouch, when you come in at the end of the game, remember Paddington guys from Canada? Guy jumps in when the team's winning 1-0 over USA, disappears when USA is up 2-1. Can't find him anywhere. Then he comes back, game's over, and they win 3-2. We have more respect for guys that come in here that aren't used to being in here. And you speak from the beginning of the game. Talk crap
Yeah.
the whole game. If you win,
Yep.
fine. We're not happy, but we
Yep.
respect the fact you've been in here. Don't come in
You
here.
gotta you gotta stick to the crap you talk. If you're talking crap, you gotta stick to your crap.
You got to stick to your crap. Don't come in and talk when the game's over. That's lame.
Yeah,
And we get them in here. We get them, and they get killed for it. And we all smash
yeah,
them. Some people come in here and see, oh, they got 20 people in there, maybe 30, depending on what we're doing. And they're like, oh, these got to just be random guys. Nope. Everybody jumps on them. Mick says Messi, of course. Just watch the last World Cup.
yeah. That'll do it.
Manav says, I would love to see Ronaldo versus Messi. Well, there was Barcelona and
Yeah, tons of times. Yeah, Barcelona and Real Madrid, and then also Barcelona versus Manchester United. They played against each other there. Um, Messi has more wins. Just
Messi has more head up wins. I don't know that. You would know that.
yeah, he's got more head-to-head wins. I think it's like 10-8 or something like that.
Oh,
Someone
well,
can fact check me there.
that's pretty even, man. I mean, that's
Yeah,
10-8 is like respectable.
yeah, no,
I know Ronaldo's a
it's close.
phenomenal. I know he
It's
is.
phenomenal. Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, if you don't take Messi, I mean, yeah, if Messi wasn't around, you're taking Ronaldo, right? Is there anybody else over them? No.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a little like, you're comparing a striker to a number 10, right? And Messi had to create, right? He's a guy who drop deep and create, bring the ball up, right? And the way he dribbles and creates chances is it's unparalleled. Like they did it again, someone could look this up, but he's created more chances than like anybody else in history by like 100 times. Like it's like a crazy number of chances he's created. And Ronaldo, is going to have more goals because he's a striker. He stands in front of the net, right? He's there to kick goals, and he does it better than any striker in history. You got to give it to him, 100%. But Messi is like total points, assists, chance created, dribbles. He's a monster. He's a monster.
Yeah, that's I get it, man. Messi's more like a point guard. He creates the plays. He's a playmaker kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly.
So yeah, everybody's talking about Alexander Ovechkin. Guys, I know, we're getting close. He's going to beat Gretzky's record. I think Gretzky will be okay. He has like 59 of them left or 58. I think he'll be fine. Uh, he's going to break it though. And the amazing thing is the guy at the age he's at to miss a month. I mean, he had 15 goals in his first 18 games, misses a month, comes back, has 6 goals in his next 8 games. And the people that say, oh, well, he's hanging around or LeBron hangs around, you can like them or hate them. You can't take away from their stats. These guys are absolutely tremendous at the ages they're at. What is Ovechkin, 39? Or did he hit 40? So this guy's going to break his record. And Gretzky loves it. He wants it. I mean, records are made to be broken, right? Think they're made to be broken. So yeah, I see a lot of Ovechkin things in here. He's gonna. Can you imagine? He would have already broken it had he not. He missed a month with broken what? Broken leg. And he comes back into hockey. I mean, come on. Manav, have a good night yourself. Thanks for joining. I said Johnny in the basement and Jerry. Thanks. See you
Teaming
soon.
up. He was asking about he was asking about cricket too. Do you guys ever talk about cricket?
Manav is our cricket ambassador.
Got
Manav,
it.
our cricket ambassador. Bon, Mick, a lot of the Aussie guys in here are huge on cricket. I don't know enough about it to speak a whole lot, but these guys do. Manav is our cricket ambassador. He actually the only time Manav is an OG. He's been with me a long time. We never heard Manav talk crap in our entire life until India played Australia in cricket, right? And he had a whole lot to say. It caught us all off guard. So
Nice. Love that. Yeah.
uh, Lou says just Messi U.S. contact is better. Yep. And Lamario, you had a question about soccer. What is the biggest rivalry in soccer? Depending on which league, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could say Barcelona, Real Madrid historically has been one of the biggest, like in Europe. When back in the day when Manchester United was really good, I mean, them playing, I don't know, basically them playing a lot of like Liverpool, Arsenal were big rivals. Man United is just not that good right now. So I don't know. It's hard to say. In the Premier League right now, it's probably Liverpool and Arsenal, maybe. Just from history. Liverpool just lost to Newcastle United. Huge upset um, in that God, it's the one of the cups, one of the what I'm blanking on the name again, but it was like the first cup they won in like 40 years or something. But you can't even really call that a rivalry. But yeah, I don't know. In MLS, I mean, it changes all the time. It's a good question. Like, what would be the biggest rivalry? It used to be, I don't know. I mean, right now, tough one. I mean, Atlanta and Miami was kind of a rivalry because Atlanta bumped Inter Miami out in the first round of the playoffs after they had record breaking season. So yeah, and then last week, Inter Miami just beat them to kind of get a little revenge. So if they meet again in the playoffs, that'll be huge. I don't know.
Big time. Big time would be huge. Medication. Welcome into the basement. Medication. Another dweller accounted for. 2 records I never thought would be broken. Gets Gretzky's goal and Ripken's Iron Man streak. I don't think no one's ever going to beat Ripken's Iron Man streak. I
Oh,
don't see
Lamar, I was saying Man City and Liverpool. Yeah, definitely. Man City and Liverpool is huge. That's a good point.
Man City, Liverpool, Man
Yeah.
City. Yeah. And I'm just learning these things, so I can't. Oh, Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for, and Angus is our soccer
There you go.
football ambassador. FA
Yep.
Cup, FA Cup.
Yep. LA Galaxy, LFC is biggest rivalry in MLS. Yeah, probably so. They're not that great either team this year from what we've seen so far. But LA Galaxy after winning right last year is just taking this huge drop off. I mean, they can't get it together at all
Even in the
to start the season.
even in the CONCACAF.
Yeah, yeah.
I jumping off soccer for a second. Lou, yes, I will bring that up. Lou says Gretzky's assist record has to factor in also. Jerry, if you aren't aware, if you took all of Gretzky's goals away in his entire career, he'd still be the all-time leader in points just from his assists alone.
That's insane. He's just a killer.
That's insane. That's an insane stat.
Yeah.
Mario, I will take Man City and Liverpool. It's a big rivalry. No, I'm not saying that because I'm a Man City fan. Mario, what has happened with Man City and all their allegations and charges and court stuff, man? That really seemed to knock them off this season. Oh, Mr. Marine, medication, 56 game hitting streak, too. I'll tell you a record that'll never be broken. How about Ricky Henderson's 134 stolen bases in one season? 1,406 career stolen bases. That'll never be broken, ever, 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 ever. Ricky Henderson's stolen base record will stand forever.
There
you go.
Yep. There you go.
Medwood's. Didn't you go to, I think it was you, an NYCFC game was it at Citi Field or Yankee Stadium? When you say it was like
It is, yeah. Oh God, it was awful. It's the worst soccer stadium ever. They converted the field to a baseball field to a soccer field pitch. It's like, oh, it's so bad. I don't know how. And this is a pro team, right? It's like they're building a new stadium though, right? So they're gonna get a new stadium eventually. But yeah, I mean, and it's been years they played this on a soccer on a baseball field. It's awful.
Looks terrible too. It's terrible to watch. It just looks awful. It
It's
looks like
terrible.
backyard.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
looks like the field we played football on, by the library growing up.
Yeah. Right.
That
And
might
the
actually
whole
work.
outfield is like, it's like the whole outfield's triangular and then the pitch goes right through the middle. So like all the seats are super far away from one end of the pitch. It's terrible.
It's really bad. Mick, all MLS, all same city rivalries. Yeah, NYCFC and
Yeah.
Red Bulls. That seems to be a pretty, what do they call that? The Hudson River
Yeah.
rivalry? Am I right on that?
Subway Series or
Yeah, that's
yeah.
baseball. Good one. All right. But we're in the basement. Anything that's why things happen in the basement. We don't edit anything out. Lamario, what about New York City? Yeah, that's what I just saw your comment. I just realized you were the one that said that. Yeah. That seems to be a huge one, and the Red Bulls have taken it, and they took them in the playoffs. Did they not? They did. We beat them in the playoffs. Boy, I picked the right team. Caleb, nobody's breaking Tony Lockett's all-time AFL record. Oh, yeah, and I know about that. That one, Caleb, I actually know about. I feel proud about that. I actually know about that one. Lou, Ricky will never be broken. You know it, Lou. Ricky Henderson's record will never, and it's really because they don't steal bases like that anymore. It's just lost art in baseball. It's home run or nothing now with a lot of teams. Home run or nothing. So that record will never be broken. I believe it is 134 in one season. Lamar, I'm watching all goals from MLS match day. Orlando scored 5 goals against DC. I saw that. Did you watch the highlights, Jerry, of this weekend, MLS?
No, I missed that one. I missed that. I just saw the score. I was like, geez, Orlando's such a weird team. Like
They are.
some weeks they're terrible, and then they put up 5 goals. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
saw that. It's really nuts. I just watched the whole wrap-up show last night. Angus Cy Young's win record will never be broken. Agreed. And how about Nolan Ryan's 7 no-hitters? 7 no-hitters in his career, and 5 more that actually made it to the 9th inning before they were broken up. So that's like what, almost 12 no-hitters. That'll never be broken. 7 no-hitters. They don't even let pitchers finish the game anymore. That'll never be broken. Hudson River Derby. Thank you, Angus. I told you he was our soccer ambassador.
There you go.
Best
Angus is
rivalry,
on it.
Celtic versus Rangers in Scotland. Both clubs have a lot of history and win everything in Scotland, not to mention there's a lot of politics involved. Huh.
That always helps. Like the whenever the U.S. plays Canada right now, it's going to be
Oh,
It's going to be
any U.S. team
interesting.
that goes to Toronto, like when the Knicks go play the Raptors or anybody else for that matter, and the Rangers are in, it's not the New York thing, it's the U.S. thing. They all get booed. Yep.
Yep.
They
Yep.
Caleb, I don't think anyone catches Bonds' home run record. That's going to cause a lot of controversy in here. Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. He does have the home run record. It's just always going to have an asterisk next to it. It just is. I'm not. Don't kill me over it. I'm just saying. When
Yep.
Hank Aaron didn't even go like to the games to watch him get this record. Technically, I agree. I don't think anyone's hitting 73, but some people don't look at that as the record. I think it's a matter of opinion. He should be in the Hall of Fame. He was a Hall of Famer anyway. Baseball allowed it. Bud Selig, the commissioner during the steroid era that knew it was going on, is in the Hall of Fame. And as they shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Isn't that funny? He was like the biggest. Pete Rose shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. He cheated. He did that. He lied. Okay, he did a lot of these things, but I mean, how about all the steroid era guys? The steroid era guys cheated the game. There's no record in any sport that are as hallowed as baseball records.
Yeah.
None. There's none. There's no. What other sport has records that are as hallowed as baseball? You break a record in baseball, you have to be analyzed under a microscope. Like McGuire, Sosa, that whole thing. I mean, Selig knew that was going on, but baseball just came off a strike. There was no World Series in 1994, and they had to go on and get the home run derby. This is great. Everybody's on steroids. Who cares? Just keep it. Just keep the viewers back. Get them back. Get them back. That's the way it seemed. Just the way it seemed.
Lamar is asking on the baseball topic, besides Red Sox and the Mets, who would be the biggest rival to the Yankees?
Uh, Lamario, the Mets aren't really a rival of the Yankees. The Mets are a National League team. They only meet unless they meet in the World Series, Lamario. To me, and Lou will tell you too, it's not really a rivalry like the Red Sox and Yankees. Uh, the biggest rival to the Yankees besides the Red Sox, man, you could take your pick. I would say the American League team. I can't really say Toronto. They're never first and they're never last. The Orioles occasionally can't be a National League team like the Mets. I understand where you're coming from with the Mets, Lamario. It's just not a rivalry like that. It's not like Rangers Islanders. That's a rivalry. They're in the same division. It's just a nonstop battle. That's an all-time rivalry. I'd say the biggest thorn and honestly, the biggest thorn in the Yankees side over the years has been the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are a big thorn in the Yankees side. If I really had to take a team out of the American League East, that would be the team. They've always been a problem. Always been a problem for the Yankees. And I mean, like, I think Aaron Judge gets paid more than their entire roster. Like, I would say that one, Lamario. But the Mets is I think Met fans, Luke can vouch for this, but I think Met fans hate the Yankees more than like I don't hate the Mets. I go for them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
bother. I mean, I have some Met jerseys. I have Piazza and like Darryl Strawberry, and I like Dwight Gooden. I like David Wright. The Mets don't bother me. The Met fans hate the Yankees. Juan Soto leaving the Yankees, I wasn't surprised by that totally. I mean, there's people out there, oh, yeah, I bought this Soto jersey. Why would you buy a jersey for a guy that said when he came here he wasn't sure if he was going to stay here or go other way? He's a free agent after 1 year. Why would you buy his jersey unless I wouldn't. I buy a ton of jerseys and I would not lock in on a jersey until he's locked in for a long time.
Yep.
But I would, as an American League team, I hate playing the Rays. The Rays always seem to have the Yankees number, if that answers your question, Lamario.
Yeah.
Angus, Orlando has history of starting slow and then doing better later. Jerry,
Yeah.
Angus.
Fair. Definitely.
Angus and Jerry and I have spoken about this a lot. Just going back to soccer for a heartbeat. Charlotte's a scary team. They were missing a lot of players on Sunday, and they still whopped. They won like
Yeah, they're a good team. They're a good team.
really
They
good.
got good, really good guys. There's Ajimong up front, and there's that new guy Zaha who's playing that on the wing is really good. Yeah, really good talent, and their defense is fantastic. They've got a fantastic defense, especially at home.
I've seen them now, and in my short time of watching, that's a team that I think is like under the radar. Like everybody thinks of Miami and they think of Cincinnati and these other teams, but I'm in
Yeah.
Atlanta. And I'm like, Charlotte, in my short time of watching, seems to be like, I don't know who wants to face them in the
No,
playoff.
they're not. They're not going to be fun for anybody. They're not going to be fun for anybody,
Right.
especially at home.
Especially at home. They're just not. These guys can really play. Wow. I'm
Yeah.
very impressed by them. Uh, Lou, Yankees 27 championships. That's right. And for the people that tell me, and especially Red Sox fans, oh, you're living in the past. I always say currently, today, right now, if I'm introducing someone to baseball, present news is who has the most championships? Well, the Yankees do. They have 27. When was the last time they won one? It's been a while. I mean, we can argue that, but it's not in the past. That's current news. 27. They have 27 currently today. That's current news. So, Bruin, Dodgers, I would say. Dodgers, what, Bruin? Oh, Dodgers, man. I hate everything LA now. I want all LA teams to lose and everything. Just because how ironic, Jerry, that Yankee fans get upset that the Dodgers are taking all the players that we thought we should have had. Lamar, I'm between Tampa Bay, Baltimore, and Toronto, but maybe Baltimore. Right now, Baltimore's made a run, but they didn't do anything in the offseason, Lamario. And they're so iffy. Toronto is just like that. They're never first and they're never last. They have a scary batting order, but they never do anything. They just never do anything. But
How
I
about the
think
Celtics run? How about the Celtics run of championships? That's another one I was thinking
the Celtics, what? Oh,
of.
the Celtics, I think they have, well, the next team in line sports wise is the Montreal Canadiens. I believe they have 23. And then
Mhm.
the Celtics after that have like 18 guys. Am I right on that? 18? Yeah, a lot of sports knowledge guys in here.
Yeah.
I believe it's the Yankees, Montreal Canadiens, who haven't won one since 93. And then you have the Celtics, who might have more than that now. They might
Yeah,
have.
and no, I was thinking about their run, like their run of dominance in the '60s and '70s when they had like I think they had five in a row in the '60s and four in a row in the '70s. Like
Oh, they were killing it. In
nuts.
the 80s, they had the, Bird versus Magic and those games, man. Those were amazing series. Then they dropped off for a long time, then came back,
Yeah,
and they got Garnett and that squad, Paul Pierce. They had all of them. They did really well. Lamario, it's dating back to when the Dodgers, oh yeah, the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Yankees. That was a humongous rivalry. My father was a Brooklyn Dodger fan and always hated the Yankees. So when the
hmm
Dodgers to LA, he automatically became a Mets fan because he wasn't going to become a Yankee fan. Lou, we have Soto. We know. It doesn't bother me, man. I mean, yes, I wanted him to remain a Yankee. Of course I did. The Yankees made a lot of great moves. I know some of these guys are hurt, but I think overall, I understand what Soto's saying. In the long run, he thinks the Mets will be better in the long run. The Yankees, he said a lot of these guys are getting older and they probably have a good 5 years left to do something. I get it. I'm not, Yankee fans are mad at it. To me, he spoke the truth. He's going to sign somewhere for 15 years. You're going to want to do it with somebody that you feel you have a really good future with. I get it. Lamario, I don't mind the Orioles. I have a couple of Baltimore Orioles stuff. I like the Orioles. Don't bother me. I was a Ripken fan. I liked Cal Ripken. I was a Tony Gwynn fan, not a Padre, but Tony Gwynn. I mean, that guy. I think he averaged, what was it, Lou? Like 162 game season. There was a stretch he had where he averaged like 24 strikeouts a year. There's guys that do that in a week. I mean, the guy was almost impossible to strike out, man. That's right. Going back to, well, Jerry, you found out we have soccer fans in here. Lamario, since when does Vancouver get, yeah, Emma, like Vancouver come out of nowhere, man. Even in the
yeah,
con.
yeah. And I think they're trying to sell the team right now because it's like I think they're having trouble financially. Meanwhile, they're having a fantastic season. They're like one of
They beat
easily
Monterey.
a top three team in the league in both conferences.
Did they beat Monterey in the con? They did. They beat
They
someone like,
did. Yeah,
yeah,
they
on
did.
that was
It's a
huge.
huge win for an MLS team to knock a Mexican team out of CONCACAF. It was a big deal.
And yeah, they did not look thrilled, and their fans didn't.
Yeah.
Uh, Angus,
Speaking
yes.
of no, no. And speaking of Real Madrid, they had Sergio Ramos on that team on the Monterrey team.
They did. That's right. And they got that kind of cheesy penalty kick at the end. It was almost like the ref.
hmm
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it to them. But if you see the highlights, Angus, I'll get to your comment in 1 second. If you watch the highlights and go back, Jerry, and watch the highlights of the Red Bulls, if we were talking about cheesy penalty kicks, Raheem Edwards, who is a great pickup for the Red Bulls, absolutely great pickup. And he's such a veteran that even the wrap-up crew, Sasha and the guys, spoke about this. Raheem Edwards is going forward. He's going toward the goal, and the defender comes up on him, and Edwards kind of starts running away from him, but throws his leg back, so the guy purposely hits his leg, penalty kick. And he completely, I couldn't even argue that he did it on, but it's a veteran move. He did it so
Veteran move.
veteran, and they even replayed it, the VAR, and they did all that, and they still gave it to him. The announcers were like, "Oh, they're not going to give it to him." They did.
Yeah.
Angus, yes, I will give a big shout out. St. Louis finally gave up a goal. Like they hadn't given up a goal the whole season. They finally gave up. I agree. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Lamario, I feel the same way about playing the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup. Who wants to play them? I agree. Tampa Bay is my second team. You guys know it. If the Rangers don't make the playoffs, I'm doing the Lightning games in here. You already know that. Lou, I'm still worried about, I was a Met fan, still worried about Atlanta.
Yes.
Atlanta's always been a thorn in the Mets side, man. Always.
Decades, right?
Decades. Met fans that, again, I don't hate the Mets. I always pull for them. But when I had, you guys will never beat the Braves, it pissed Met fans off when the Yankees swept Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox.
Yes.
2 World Series combined, they beat them 8-2. And they're like, wow, you guys had a problem with this team? What's the problem? And I only did that to Met, not Lou, but I did it to Met fans that were always annoying my whole life. And I had to wow, you guys have a problem with this team? What's the problem? You had to call on your big brother to take care of this. So anyway, that's what I had for that. Celtics before free agency. Yes, Lou. Agreed. Lamario, Lakers have 18, Celtics have 19. That sounds about right, Lamario. I didn't look it up, but that sounds about right. Caleb, Jerry. Oh, this is for you, Jerry. Jerry, in the AFL, the grand final record is tied between Collingwood, Carlton, and Essendon. All are tied with 16 wins. Carlton hasn't won since 95, the third longest drought currently. Oh, so they're the Jets of the NFL. The third longest drought currently in Essendon since 2000. Essendon. Yeah. What's up with the Bombers too, Caleb? The Bombers have really fallen off the map. They've had a rough start. Victor, another cellar dweller accounted for. Victor's in the basement. Sorry if you've been here for a while. I'm just catching up. Johnny, what's up? You look great, Bubba. Thank you, man. Thanks, Victor. Trying, man. This is Jerry, my partner in crime for my entire life, and now my partner in movie script crime. That's what we're doing. And Victor, if you didn't get it, I gotta post your upcode. I gotta post it again. For those that missed it, I'm gonna post Jerry's channel upcode. Please watch his series. He's a producer and an actor, and we've written a script together. To jump back on that for a minute.
Based on Jack's young life and the ventures he used to get up to with myself and some other mutual friends of ours. Crazy times.
Crazy times. It's going to be a blast, guys. It's going to be a real blast. Victor, and for anybody else that missed it, this is Jerry's channel. He wrote, produced, and acted in this. Please check it out. It's Upcode series. You'll see 5 tremendous episodes on there. Plenty of views on them. You really enjoy it. And yeah, Jerry, nobody else calls me Jack. Jerry, Lou knew the name because Lou's been around me and my family in rock. But it's usually Johnny for everybody else. I think Jerry would have a very hard time calling me that.
Can't do it. It's got to be Jack. Sorry.
Flip, another cellar dweller, another Aussie accounted for. Hey, JB, it's great to hear your voice, mate. Same here, Flip. Great to be back. We're going to be back on. Lou's going to be back on with us on sports games, and Jerry's going to be a part of the channel. He's already enjoying it. I told him the basement's just a big hangout. It's nothing to, we don't do anything formal here in the basement.
man. Victor saying you guys talking championships. You mentioned Ric Flair, Triple H, John Cena, all with 16. Earnhardt, Johnson 7, Montreal Canadiens. Boom, boom,
Dale
laying
Earnhardt,
it down.
Jimmy Johnson, Richard Petty, all 7 championships. Yes, Montreal Canadiens. Yep, we got that one. Victor, by the way, Jerry, is the guy I was telling you about that was originally from New York. This guy, everybody in here knows everything about sports, man. So it's like my
I'm
favorite.
impressed already.
Yeah. I told you these guys. We have trivia in here. Wait till Jerry Bruin and everybody. Wait till Jerry is a part of our trivia during baseball. It's fun because we all do the honor code. Obviously, I have to do the honor code because everybody can see me like, oh yeah, I know that answer. You know? We all
Yeah.
do the honor code, and we all know each other well enough in here now to know, like, dude, you didn't know that. Like nobody looks anything up. We don't know. You don't know. It's just that's the best answer. I don't know. Thank you,
Yeah.
medication. Yep, medication. Thank you very much for the what's up, Jack.
And Mick says, oh, yeah, the St. George Dragons from 1956 to 1966 won the New South Wales Rugby League Grand Final. Of course, everybody knew that. I knew that. I
Knew that.
definitely knew that.
Of course.
Of
Now I'll
course.
never forget it. Now people you know about rugby, hell yeah, man. St. George Dragons. Come on. Mick, that is awesome. I didn't even know that either, man. I've never it's funny, Mick, and I've told Jerry this. For whatever reason, I never got in, I could not get into rugby, but I love footy. And I know some rugby guys, I've heard the aerial ping pong name before, but I just think that footy requires much more athleticism than rugby does. I'm not knocking rugby. I'm just saying I believe the athleticism is just better in footy. I just do. Swear I'm at. So I stuck with that. Oh, of course, Joey Chestnut. How can we forget him, Angus?
There you go.
Hot dog eating champion, of course. Uh, Lou, Yankees just like the Braves, Tampa Bay, and Houston always hit with the minor. It's true, no doubt, Lou. The minor leagues, they always hit it with them. They always have somebody coming up, always. It's true. The Yankees still have guys that are. I think Lou is or Victor, Caleb. Are the Yankees getting rid of Oswald Peraza? Is he done now? Are we finally done with the project? The guy is a great fielder. He can't hit the side of a barn when he's at the plate. We already went through that with Alex Verdugo last year. Great outfielder, can't hit the side of the barn with a bat. Just saying, he just can't. I'm wondering if we're going to get rid of him. And the Brett Gardner, does anybody have a Brett Gardner update on his son? That is really tragic. 14 years old and he didn't wake up.
Oh, awful.
That is tragic. Apparently the whole family got ill. I don't
That's what I
know.
read.
Really a weird story. Anybody have any updates on that?
I just read his whole like 3 or 4 of the family members all got sick, and yeah, the son like went to sleep and yeah, didn't wake up. It's horrible.
Anybody know about this story? I don't know any. I don't know. I just know he passed away, but I don't know much about it. I really don't. And I guess they're trying to figure it out. But apparently, other family members had gotten sick during this time. Um, so I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't know much about the rugby, Victor. But if that team, they have the record for all-time wins in rugby. I don't know. I don't know anything about rugby, but I trust you, Victor.
Oh, the All Blacks, yeah, and rugby, they're something else, man.
I don't. I wish I could comment. I'm down here and I don't know anything about any rugby teams at all, but I'll take it. Heard he passed from an illness. Yeah, he did, Bruin, but apparently other family members had gotten ill also, and he just never woke up. Yeah, Caleb. What a tremendous player Brett Gardner was for the Yankees. He's not a Hall of Famer. We all know that, but man, there's a lot of opposing pitchers that said the last guy they wanted to see up was Brett Gardner when the Yankees really needed that hit or there was runners on base. The guy could be an 0-2 count and foul off 10 pitches. Like he never swung at anything, but if it was close, he knew how to foul it off. And we know when pitchers are trying to save their arms, how irritating that can be. So,
Lou
Angus is
talks. I'm Go ahead. Lou talks. I'm dying to know about Jack's earlier life stories.
Here we go,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah.
Lou, it's weird for him to call me Johnny. It's very weird to hear you saying that. Lou, you've always called me Johnny, and you got to keep it that way, buddy. Lamari, I don't know anything about this. Yeah, I know. Angus, first I heard of it. Um,
Yeah, it's a son, and yeah, I know the way you were talking, Jack. They might think you were talking about that Brett himself passed away, but it was his Brett Gardner's son, who's like, I think 14 or 15 years old, right?
he's 14. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
not
terrible.
Brett Gardner himself. No, it's his son. It's his son.
Yeah, yeah, just horrible in and
Victor,
of
from what I
itself.
understand, it was bacteria in the what? Well, that would make sense. There was a lot of other family members that got sick. I got to look more into it.
Yeah,
Really scary, man. Really scary. Mick, Steph Curry made threes in the NBA. It's now past 4,000 made. I don't know who in the world is ever going to beat that. Over 4,000 threes. Lamario, who has the most? Who has the most title? Who has the most titles? Who has? Lamario, is that like a ongoing? What happened there?
Mario's glitching. He's glitching. We're losing the Mario.
All
Somebody
right, you're
check on the
definitely
Mario.
glitching. Wow. Victor, Garden Party. Oh, Guardy Party in the yes, Guardy Party, no doubt, no doubt. Yep, Guardy Party is what Yankee fans. Yeah, they all called him and hitting home runs and having the Guardy Party. That was John Sterling. I can't believe I couldn't think of the famous caller of Yankee games on the radio. Okay, so the AFL on break into Thursday. Yes, two types of rugby league and rugby union. I knew that much, Mick, and I don't even know anything about either one. But Mick, wouldn't you say footy takes more athleticism than rugby? I'll ask you. Mick is Australian, but he lives in Iowa now. Uh, Lou, stop flexing your muscles. Jerry, stop flexing your muscles about rugby.
All because I know, I happen to know, I just know who the All Blacks are. I know nothing about rugby. I just know.
That's
That's hilarious.
yeah, that's a name, rugby name that's been mentioned in here. Along with who else is the other big team there? Is it the Brisbane Broncos? I know there's another big team in there too that that's mentioned in here quite a bit. Um, so we have
Not a
that.
flex, but I just know that the All Blacks are New Zealand's national team,
I see that now. I
and
just
that's
looked
the
up.
limit of my knowledge. That's where I'm going to stop, Lou. I promise.
A way to lose on here with us, man, during games. During let's see now. The Yankees do start at 3 o'clock Thursday. Up. Knicks are on tomorrow night at 7:30. 7:30 tomorrow night, Knicks. Knicks are playing Dallas, who's like lost their entire season, stupidly trading away Luca, and then Kyrie Irving rips his ACL, and all of a sudden their season's in the toilet. Union has 15 players per side. League has 13 per team. Victor, I'm doing an NFL history show. I'm covering week by week. That's right. For those that don't have Victor, got to promote Victor's channel. For those that don't have Victor's channel, I think everybody does though now, right? Everybody has Victor's channel. Victor's really good with your history, man. Victor knows a whole lot about the NFL. We had a lot of great sports fans in here, man. A lot, as you can already see.
Yeah,
Seen rugby in the Olympics. No offense to the rugby fans, but rugby is basically a knockoff to the NFL. Hey, you're not offending me. I'm not a rugby fan. Rugby is actually older, Lamario. The AFL is better. Oh, I think so. I
yeah,
tried rugby for a little while. I just couldn't. I don't know what it is about it. It just didn't attract me to it. But footy right off the bat,
yeah.
absolutely. So, guys, I think we'll wrap it up.
Thanks, Jack, for having me on, man. Thanks, guys, in the chat for yeah, having me on. Talk a little bit of sports. Talk about what we're doing. We'll talk more about what we're up to, right?
We'll definitely talk about more about what we're up to. We're going to expand on here a little bit, do some more things in here, more hangout stuff, more topics. Um, we're just going to keep having the basement grow, man. Everything starts in the basement, and you know what? We're still here in the basement. So yeah, man, we got the Knicks tomorrow night. Jerry can make it back on with us. That would be awesome. It's at 7:30. The Yankees definitely at 3 o'clock. That's opening day. That's a definite. That's a definite. The Rangers are on the West Coast this week. You guys already know that goes way past my bedtime. I do not do 10:30 at night games. I just don't. I can't stay up. I'm very, I'm an old man now. Look at that. Look at that. I'm an old man now. And these are like highlighted for some reason on here. That doesn't look as bright in my
Actually looks blonde. You should like just pass it off as as blonde. As like
but
just go.
yes, yeah, I'm blonde, right? It's a blonde.
Yeah.
That's why I wear a hat on here all the time because I see myself, I'm like, wow, this looks terrible. The salt and pepper style. So we got to get Jerry an AFL team. I think it's right here though. I think it's right here.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Um,
One of the 14 teams in Melbourne we can pick from apparently.
as uh, Lou says, as much as I can say I know you, Jerry knows young Johnny before I knew Johnny. That's right. He does. He could sit here and wouldn't even need me to talk of all the stories. JB the Surfer dude. Yeah, that's right. Cool stuff. Victor, man. Yep. And you got his channel for Upcode, right? You guys all got the link. I'm going to drop it in here one last time. You guys definitely support that. Jerry, will you be joining us for the Nick game tomorrow night? We certainly hope so.
Yeah, that one I got to see. We're gonna build a little suspense on that one.
Maybe Thursday. Yep, Jerry will be a part of the channel. We're going to keep this going. Everybody likes you on here, man. I can already tell. And again, Angus will love you because Angus, again, is our soccer ambassador.
Let's do a soccer game. Let's do a footy game. Let's do
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the tipping com's name? Mick, aren't you in the Discord with us? I got Mick, come on tomorrow night. I'll have that for you, man. Come on tomorrow night. Victor, Mick, I'll have that for you. Bon is left, so I can't. Angus just subbed to your channel, Jerry.
Thanks, man.
Angus just subbed to your channel. Angus, also Angus, Jerry is in the Discord now. Jerry, you've seen the Discord. If you go to Soccer Channel or anything like that, Angus is always posting tons of stuff about soccer, and he knows about every league, and like I do about a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
JB Slapshot guy, yes. Oh, well, I'm gonna break out my Hanson Chiefs jersey. I'll break that out this week. Hope to see you on during the Knicks game, Jerry. There you go. Bruin, our basement bouncer, is hoping to see you. Jerry might be here for Victor just subbed to your channel too.
Thanks, Victor. Thanks, man.
Jerry will be on here a few days a week. We'll just have to leave everybody in limbo. It's just like Lou. Lou will be back on too. So, guys, thank you again for all the support. Thanks for supporting Rock's channel, Jerry's channel.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You get to know more about our projects moving forward. And that's it, guys. Good to be back. I'm not disappearing for 2 months. Good to be back. Victor says, Jerry, check me out. Yep,
I'll sub your channel, Victor.
Victor, as a matter of fact, I'm going to give him his channel right now, and everybody else, it just popped up. Got it. Thanks, Victor, for saying that, because I just said I would do that, and I forgot that fast. Everybody, this is Victor's channel. Right there. That link there will take you to Victor. Mr. Marine, see you, and I'll see you tomorrow night for sure. We'll all get it going, guys. Thanks again. And we're out of here.
Nice. See you.